This is another show on Involved Parenting Conversations with myself, Victorine Mbongshu. And today, I would like to say to you, the episode is sponsored by Trainers Without Borders, our #1 training company in Johannesburg. Our studio guest today is Madine Tyson, and Madine is sitting in here with me. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing?
Very well, thanks to you, Victorine.
Okay, thank you so much. And thank you for giving up your time. Your very busy time working with teenagers. I can just imagine the adrenaline. Tell us, who are you?
Madine Tyson, and I just recently started Smart Teens, and the reason I did that is because I know I'm always encouraging people, inspiring people, and I really want to follow my purpose in life.
Wow, that is so interesting. Madine, you work with teenagers, right?
I do.
From the name of your organization, Smart Teens.
Correct, from 12 to 18-year-olds.
12 to 18-year-olds. Are you trying to tell me if I come with my 10-year-old, I mean, like Stacy Fruit, 10-year-old, would you reject me?
I would not. What happens is that we look at the maturity of the child, and we then include them into the course. We've actually, in fact, had 9-year-olds, and they cope beautifully.
And they cope beautifully, because these days I think development differs with the child. You know, children develop differently. Sometimes you have a 10-year-old, like you're saying, going on 13, or you have a 9-year-old going on 12. So you might want to have them on a course.
Correct.
But we are talking about course. We haven't even told the audience what it's all about. I mean, earlier on in the show, we had a lady by the name of Michelle Ashburner, who spoke about working with youth. And I'm so impressed with myself because increasingly, I'm getting people who are making the job of parents easier. You know,
Correct.
It was Michelle working with youth and you now working with teenagers. So please tell us more. When you say you do Smart Teen courses, tell us more.
Smart Teens is got an acronym, and what we did is we tried to put that all into a word, and just very briefly, the S stands for skills, so we give them leadership and entrepreneurship, memory skills, and a whole bunch of other stuff. The M stands for mindful, because we want to use affirmations and visualizations to correct negative thinking to positive thinking.
Oh, wow.
Then it's alignment, A, and what we try and do is put the alignment between their God and themselves and others, which we do through diversity.
Okay.
And then R stands for rooted. And we try and find out what their passion is and make sure that we follow their dreams and their goals. So we do that through vision boarding. And then the last stands for T, which is thankful, is to make sure that teens are thankful for every day that they're just alive.
You can say that again, gratitude, right?
Gratitude.
When you say thankful,
Gratitude. And as you are grateful, you attract better things to yourself.
I remember there was a time I had to co-write an article on how to teach children how to be grateful. And it was quite difficult for me because I felt like a teacher. So I would assume you're doing it in a practical way where you make the children to be grateful without feeling like they're obliged.
Correct.
Is that true?
Correct.
Why teenagers? Why didn't you focus on the youth? Why didn't you focus on younger babies? Because I also have the impression that catch them when they're young. Why teenagers?
Teenagers, because of my own son, my own journey that I've actually experienced. And I went through scouting, through your CUP section, which is your 7 to 11, and then from 11 to 18. And it was a natural progress.
You as a person or your child? Now you're confusing me.
Both.
Okay.
Because I was working with the younger ones in scouting, and then from the 11 to 18-year-olds is the older group, and that's where I naturally am doing right now, which I've done now for the last 3 years. In terms of that age group.
Yeah.
And I find it a challenging age group. They are very depressed, they are very demotivated, but they are so highly intelligent and they've got so much going for them.
So much potential.
Absolutely. And that's what we do, is we want to try and activate their potential in Smart Teens.
And I'm so glad that you're doing that. You know, something I discussed with you backstage. I was saying to you, in most homes, teenagers are parented by parents who are going through menopause. And that imbalance of hormones in the house can actually put the roof on fire.
Wow.
So
no
tell
idea.
us more. Tell us more. As a parenting coach, as a person who targets parents in my own talks, in my own discussions, how do you find parents integrating into the activities that you have with teenagers?
It's a very difficult situation, to be honest with you, but we are focusing on the teens, and we get experts to focus on parents. And that's what we try and do is make the two start talking to each other. That's really what it boils down
Who
to.
up to? The experts and the parents?
No, the teens and the parents.
Are you trying to say they don't talk? I talk with my
Wow.
almost teen.
You're very lucky as a mother to a teenager, but a lot of parents out there are battling to connect with their kids.
Why so? Why do you think it's happening?
Very simply, we are working with the IY generation, and there's this huge,
What is that
massive
again? Sorry.
IY generation.
What is
It's
that?
your
Please talk to
iPad
us.
and your iBook and your iMovies and your iChat, and everything is all electronically based at the moment. And what parents are doing from little is they're giving them all these gadgets, and we're losing our kids and reality.
You're actually opening up a topic for next time. You're watching Involved Parenting Conversations with myself, Mbongshu. And here in studio, I'm talking to Madine Tyson, who runs a show called The Smart Team, who runs a workshop called The Smart Teams. And Madine, please tell me, convince me, what am I going to be going through in my life for me to be able to bring my child to your program, the Smart Team programs, and how do they work?
We are an organization that uses a specific process through learning by doing. So the teens come in and they do a 2-day workshop with us, covering a whole bunch of different.
Did you say 2 days?
2 days,
How
2
do
full
you stay
days.
in a room with for 2 days with teenagers? How does that
It's
happen?
difficult, but with a lot of experience in terms of working with teens, we actually developed a program where we keep them busy from literally 8 to 5 both days.
No, 8 to 5 TV gadgets. You were talking about technology.
No
and
gadgets.
How do you deprive them of that?
We use a Veggie Box.
So my son, I've got a 12-year-old. Yes. My son has an iPad. He's got a phone, and when he sits in front of the TV, he's got his iPad here. Either he's browsing through it or he's keeping it at the corner, and he's got a phone on him. And then he's watching TV at the same time. So he multitasks with 3 gadgets within the same time. How then do you deprive him and keep him with yourself for 2 full days without that TV, that phone, and that iPad?
Victorine, it's called the Magic Box. So one of our facilitators literally brings out this big, beautiful silver box, a gold box, and he just says, put your cell phones in here. Okay. And it magically fills up with all their gadgets.
Wow.
And that's how we
magically,
do it.
I
And there
like
we go.
that. I like that. I hope the teenagers are listening, that they can actually go for 2 whole days without their phones. Because when they come back home, they're exhausted. It's time to go to bed.
Absolutely.
They actually don't have time anymore to update friends and this. Okay, my son particularly will have to watch this show in order to understand that you can do without your phones.
100%.
Yes. So tell us, partners, how do you work? You run your workshops. How do you identify a venue for a workshop? How safe are your venues? I mean, how safe am I in my office knowing that my children are with you? How
Very good
empowered
question.
are those children when I come back to them?
Very good question, Victorine.
I have a passion for children, remember?
Absolutely. What we try and do is we use various venues, but we started off with the Rosewood Scout Hall, and we moved to Bedford View, Redham House, and so we will actually use different venues as the need arises. So we keep them safe on the premises from 8 until 5. They are logged in and they're logged out and fetched by parents and signed in and out.
Wow. Is it a paying course?
It is a paying course. The 2-day course is currently at 1459,
Okay.
and yes, it's great value for what you're getting.
Do you give them food while you're there?
Everything is
How do you
included.
manage allergies?
Okay. Everything is included regarding allergies. We make them sign consent forms to make sure that we are on top of every single child and their requirements.
Madine, listening to you now, I feel like you're my rival in the works we do. So I do parenting and you do teenaging. So you're telling me you're going to send home a very stable teenager. So what will be my job now? How do I then approach the parents and say to them, you know what, here's Mbongshu, I offer you involved parenting coaching when Madine has already fixed your child?
You know, a child is raised by a village, as you well know. So each one of us puts a little bit of input into our teenagers, and that's what actually helps. Is if we have given them some tools and skills and techniques, they go home. In fact, their parents come through for a follow-up session. They sit through what we've actually taught the kids, and we work in partnerships with the parents to make sure that the kids walk away confidently and made a whole bunch of new friends.
Wow. I think it's very difficult for me to sit here and pretend as if I haven't been to your workshop. I mean, I was there once, and I actually was a speaker. I was honored to be talking on involved parenting. And the topic that I handled, as you can remember, was family conversations, family communications, how to handle that. And what I found with your parents was that they were very appreciative of the fact that you had them in the same room with the children. So while I was speaking to the parents, I was also addressing the children, which is a value add to the parents or to the children, the families that actually have take that initiative to come on your show. But if you were to address me as a parent who does not have the resource to come to you, or who does not have the ability to have my child attend your show, what would you say?
We have got a lot of sponsorships that's available. So all you've got to do is just go to www.smartteams.co.za, send us your requirements, and we'll definitely look into it.
Are you serious?
I am.
Okay, I bet you 10 or 3 emails are already down there in your inbox, so you better go check. We have come to the end of the conversation with you. Do you have a final word even for me as a mother of 4? Tell me, expecting a teenager.
Absolutely. I would love you guys, as in teenagers, to please go read a book called Selfies, Sex and Smartphones by Emma Sadler and Lizzie Harrison. And the second book she's written is Don't Film Yourself Having Sex by Emma Sadler.
Sex is taboo.
Absolutely. And it is 2 incredible books. Go and find them or book her to your schools. And for parents, I can highly recommend a book I've just recently read. It moved me to tears, and it's called Generations IY by Tim Elmore. Those are the 2 things I would love teenagers and parents to go and do.
Okay, thank you so much. You are not recommending my books. I'm very heartbroken, but it's fine. Thank you so much, Madine. It's a pleasure having you on the show. Please tune in next time to listen to us and to watch the things that we do and say. We will be talking in future on how a parent is homeschooling her children, and I think that will be a very good topic also for teenagers and teenage parents. You have been watching Involved Parenting Conversations with myself, Victorine Mbongshu, and I am very, very glad to invite you to come back next time. Please follow our social media pages on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel to be able to be informed at each time CTV puts on a video. This episode was proudly sponsored by Trainers Without Borders, your #1 training company in Johannesburg. So please, for your training needs, you might want to contact Trainers Without Borders on www.trainerswithoutborders.co.za. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We'll see you again.